it'd be nice to redraw. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's start with this one. This one is actually a really fun story. Um, I actually don't even like this drawing that much because the magic particles placement is really bad, and ended up like eating the fairy's face, and I fucking hate it because like it's covering a crucial element of the drawing, which is the fairy's fucking face, and the magic is all on top of it. But anyway, I did it because a girl from my class asked me to draw her a fairy. Like, if you been in school and you're the kid who draws from class, people probably came to you and asked you to draw their stuff, and it's very likely that I don't know. Is it still a thing? Do girls are? I mean, fairies are fucking awesome. I'm obsessed with fairies, but I don't know. It was just so common for girls to be obsessed with fairies in my school. And this girl asked me to draw her a fairy. Whatever. I drew her a fairy. Cut to me walking down the streets, oh, I don't know, 5 years later or so. And I bump into this girl in the street and she calls me out. She's like, "Hey, Pedro, Pip Mac, whatever the fuck. Um, how are you?" "I'm fine, whatever." She then just comes up to me and says, "So, remember that drawing you made? I tattooed it." Then she proceeds to fucking lift the side of her shirt, and there's like this huge tattoo that goes from like her thong line up to the almost her armpit, like the whole side of her rib cage is this drawing, and it's colored too beautifully. But yeah, she tattooed the fucking drawing. It takes like a good fourth of her torso, and I was just like, I didn't know how to react. I was like, girl. So that's that on that. Like, you can draw something for someone one of these days, and they might just like tattoo it. Like, what the fuck? It's just so weird to think that my drawing, it's up to this day occupying such a large space in a girl's body. Like, I don't even know if this girl is alive. And like, it is just so crazy to think about it because people probably ask, and like, is she still even fond of this drawing? It is just such a crazy thing to think about. And yeah, like, wow, right? Moving on. This is a fan art. Oh, this is actually 2005. So let's just crop this bitch and dump it here. Back. Wrong gear. See? I get my shit confused. Pokemon. If you know me, or you probably know that I love Eevees. If you don't, like, who doesn't? Eevee's the best. If you don't love Eevee, you're wrong. But I'm like, I have a problem. It's obsession. I will usually make an effort to finish a Pokemon title with with only Eevees. But I digress. So I created this drawing. Like, there was like a character that owns an Eevee, a character for each Eevee, and there's like they're so badass they're beating up another Pokemon that is the same type. Because like, this Jolteon, it's fucking frying up this Pikachu. That's how badass the Jolteon is. Even though Pikachu, it's supposed to not be effective, it's fucking ending his life. Like, that's how try hard they are. So yeah, there's an Eevee Jolteon beating it. on fucking Pikachu. I always hated Pikachu. Little secret about me, Pikachu can suck my balls. Actually, don't. It's gonna electrify my nuts and it's gonna sterilize me. Not that I'm planning on making any children's. I digress. Flareon beating the shit out of this ugly ass motherfucker. His trainer is like a spunky ass brat. Um, Vaporeon beating the shit out of Starmie, and it's probably like fucking Misty Starmie. That's how badass him. The trainer is like this little Femi boy. Um, okay, Jolteon beating up Hellhound. Great, great. The trainer is clearly like kind of inspired on Sabrina, the trainer, psychic trainer. But like Sadako slash Samara slash The Ring, like possessed ghost girl, you know the type. And lastly, this I don't know meditative looking chakra motherfucker, with his Espeon like fucking fooling the shit out of a Gengar. uh, that's kind of cute. Oh, this is also cute. It's a bunch of characters I love from video games because video games are life. Video games inspire me, have been inspiring me since a very, very young age. Oh my god, I'm starting to lose my voice. I might have to cut this stream short. All this talking. I might not be able to go through all my folders. But let's go through these characters. If you guys can even recognize all of them. Some are pretty obvious. I mean, hello, Sora right here, sitting. I mean, why is Pikachu even here? Why didn't I use another Pokemon? Why didn't I do Eevee? Like, I'm just contradicting myself. I just went on a rant about how Pikachu can suck my balls, and here he is in a drawing of my favorite characters. Maybe I just changed my mind. Pikachu sucks. Changed my mind. Anyway, moving on. Let's go. Here is the main character from Galarians, which is a horror survival game. It's pretty cult. Never really got very popular like Silent Hill or Resident Evil. It died out. I think it had a sequel even, but it died out. But I always thought it was really dope. It was kind of Parasite Eve-ish, because it was this kid who was experimented upon, so he has some psychic abilities. It was a pretty crazy game. Maybe check it out if you like survival horrors and old PS1 titles. Lara Croft, Lenneth from Valkyrie Profile, Dante from Devil May Cry 3. You could actually date this drawing from this. When did Devil May Cry 3 came out? Devil May Cry 3. Not weapons. Came out in 2005, so this is also in the wrong folder, but let's move on. This little bat right here is supposed to be Alucard from Castlevania. Jak and Daxter from the Jak and Daxter. Can you please allow me to peruse my own drawing? This is like the possessed girl from Fatal Frame 2. Really love that title. The franchise kind of also died out, got really bad after it went after it got bought by Nintendo. But the Fatal Frame 2 and 3 are my favorite ones. Really good. Laharl from Disgaea. Here we have Ayame from Tenchu, stealth ninja game, really good. I'm really sad that this franchise died out. I heard that some people who used to work on this franchise is actually involved on that Mishima game that they're making from that You remember the what you know what I'm talking about? E3 kind of showcased this samurai inspired game, open world game that's coming up. Anyway, um, I think some people who are working on that used to work on this game. Really good. Snake from Metal Gear, duh, you all know him. This is Shion from Xeno Saga. This is Ryo from um, Breath of Fire 4, which is my favorite one. The one that has Cray, yes, daddy. Prince from Katamari Damacy, and Yuna from Final Fantasy X. And this is Alucard. Oh wait, this is Jin Kazama from Tekken. Yeah, all these video game babies. Okay, so this is Chris and Anubis. Okay, at this point, I finally found out that I can draw boys with boys, and I'm finally like developing this story where Chris and Anubis are boyfriends. What's up with this necklace? What was I going for here? What's this design? Aw, I get it. It's a C and an A for Chris and Anubis. That's so cute. Oh my god. Okay. Look at the clothing though. It's so tacky. Ew. This is also like, who is this girl? Who is she? Um, Chris and Anubis again enjoying an ice cream. So gay. So gay and sweet and harmless and romantic, and what a fantasy. What a teen gay little bottom sub faggy fantasy that I was living at the time. I cringed so hard. Boy, all your dreams are about to get crushed so fucking hard. um, and here is probably one of the most detailed things I have ever drawn. This is how much of a big gay I am. Was like a crush, one of my big first crushes that I had. It was a boy from a school. Full story is gonna come in another video, but yeah, I spent so much time rendering this bullshit. I don't draw my stuff to this day isn't as detailed as this. This is insane. Like, I can't believe I drew this when I drew this. I was so inspired. The whole clampish, feminine details. Oh my god, like. The things you do when you're inspired because you're in love, like, what a fucking shoujo moment that this is. Rip. Let me drink some water. I'm just talking nonstop. I'm getting lightheaded. Give me a second, guys. Ugh. Okay. Chris Slasher. Okay, now this seems to be one of the less feminine iterations of Chris. It actually even looks as if Chris and Anubis had merged because it has a lot of spikiness to it. Um, this was actually supposed to be a mascot for a forum because back then it was really popular to have all of these rogue forums around the internet for all the weeaboos to hang out and talk shit. Um, we didn't have Reddit and all of these cool, more bigger communities and places to be at. So there was a lot of like amateur, like homemade forums and stuff like that. So this was supposed to be, there was a chat. I suppose there was I think there was a contest And this was my entry. Sailor Moon live action. That's the what's make it even more precious. It was inspired by the fucking live action, was which is so bad. It's so bad. It's good. It's well, like one of the best things produced by humanity is the fucking Sailor Moon live action because it's just so pure. It's such a pure attempt because everyone wanted one, and even though it looked tacky as shit and the special effects are so bad, they did it. They gave it to us. And I loved that shit. I ate that shit up. Um, okay, this is a crazy IP I was creating back at the time as well. Um, this was a story in kind of inspired by Galarians actually. It was about me and my friends, but of course not really. Like we would all have different names and stuff. It was not us. It was someone else. But yeah, of course, I think many people can relate. I used to also always try to like include my friends as characters in the stories, the comics I created. Um, so it was supposed to be about these teenagers who would discover that they have elemental or I suppose magic-ish abilities. And there's that. So this dude could control fire, this girl could control water, this guy could control wind, this girl could was like super strong, which I guess is supposed to be Earth related somehow. I don't know why. Maybe it's just these three were elemental, and she was just really strong. Um, and this guy could levitate stuff. And this is Chris, all like being the dark one, the I don't know what the fuck, um, the edgy, depressed emo bitch. Um, so yeah, this fun, quick side story, which I'm not really gonna expand upon right now, also for another video, but like at this moment, I had a huge crush on this boy, huge crush on this boy, my life, and he is not, although one could think so, not this boy. This boy's blonde. This is one boy. This is another boy, another crush, another time. And a funny thing, it's all in 2004. This is probably not from 2004. This is probably from 2006. But whatever. We don't care at this point. We're just reviewing stuff. Huge crush on this boy. This guy was my best friend. This boy rejected me for life. I cry, and then I would cry to this guy because he was my best friend. I would be like, "Ooh, this guy doesn't love me," and he would be like, "Oh, it's okay, it's okay." And then later on, I found out that they were like totally making out as soon as I left, and there's that on that. Um, ooh, here's some more edgy mood. So we're here for the good, the bad, and the ugly. And this is some of the ugly. The shit I used to draw when I was super sad. What else do you want? Um, I don't even know, man. I always had this, I guess, very servant disposition towards my crushes and friends. So I guess my mood when I did this was like, oh, I keep giving and giving. Ugh, whatever. Over it. Um, cut to me crying in a corner. This is more RPG Maker shenanigans. It's me doing like face sets for my projects. Those would go, of course, in the corner of the screen where the speech boxes were for that classic RPG feels. This project is already a different one called Golden Moon. Character. Chris Farplane, the cleric. This is actually, what the fuck? Did you say Oberic, Pipmac? Did I say Oberic? Wait, what? I don't know. I don't know what you mean, Shokai, so I don't think I said Oberic. Over it. So yeah, these were phase sets for another RPG Maker project. Um, what else can I say about it? It's Chris, this time with the green hair, and I thought it was such a clever idea because he was gonna be the main character and he was a cleric because I had this. I thought it was really clever for an RPG to have a cleric as a main character because every fucking RPG always had like a sword wielder, some sort of like knight-ish character as a main character. It was never like the healer. The healer was never the main character, and I wanted to make a game where the healer was the main character. So clever. Uh, Hear no evil, say no evil, see no evil. This is just, I don't know, be me, like metaphorical and trying out things and just drawing whatever the fuck. I don't know. Lol. Okay. This is risque. We're getting dangerous here. This was supposed to be Zoro and Sanji. And Sanji was covering him with chocolate so they can be naughty together. And LOL. Zoro doesn't look like Zoro at all. But yeah, mood. I guess puberty is knocking. And my drawings are starting to get a little saucy. This was a girl from my my class. She asked me to draw her, I guess. Um, Whoa, okay. This was me trying to draw like a complex battle scene with lots of characters in the same shot. I probably saw somewhere around the internet drawings like this, and I wanted to mimic. So here's Chris being healed by Hugo. I remember the names. I don't remember this girl's name. There's this a fairy here, probably casting some magic. This cat girl clawing him with her foot, and Anubis fucking punching this Hydra dragon beast in the fucking nuzzle. I should actually try to redraw a lot of these. A fucking Goldeen Gajinka. Look, I think this is my first Gajinka ever. A Galdin. Love her. Iconic. What a queen. Look at this. This green treasure. The fucking titles, man. This fucking leather pillow. Fucking cropped from a picture. The textures. Everything like Photoshop. Everything has to have textures and crazy brushes because Photoshop. And like, what is up with this Femi Zoro? This doesn't look like Zoro at all. The proportions on the arm is just awful. But yeah, man, I was learning. What's written here? Box, really? Box? Okay. I have to redraw this, but actually make him look like Zoro because who is this man? This is not Zoro at all. This is my Ragnarok. Oh my god, this actually makes me super nostalgic. My first, my first MMO that I played, like, was Ragnarok Online, and this is my first character, Shinta Katana, my thief. Look at him with the fucking basic ass dagger and his fucking basic ass shield in the fucking dunes. I loved him. He was so androgyc. Androgyc. What is this word? He was so androgynous? Yeah, that's the word. I loved him. He had like this sort of like Samurai X vibe. Is it Samurai X, the American name? Because we call it Rurouni Kenshin. Um, so that's what I was going for, like this kind of feminine but very vicious killer. But don't underestimate his looks. Just because he looks like a pretty girl, it doesn't mean he's gonna stab you in the dick. Oh my god, I'm so no what a nostalgic thing. Ragnarok Online was such a pure MMO experience. I loved it so much. It was so cute. I had so many happy memories. Um, Chris, another Chris incarnation, this time as some sort of like dragon prince. There's a very sensitive boy that can talk to all kinds of dragons and which dragons commune with and have a mutual respect for. Cause he like animals. Oh, here's another group battle scene of sorts. Look at these boobs. This time Chris is sort of a knight, slashing this fucking Sasquatch bitch. Here's Anubis being a thief. Some girl casting some magic. Okay, work. Okay. This is actually a scene from Xenosaga where Cosmos is all like tied up to a fucking cross. It's really badass, and I had to draw it. It doesn't look as bad as I felt like it was at the time. Could probably benefit from a redraw with more dramatic color choices because this is so oversaturated and bad. But like, this is such an epic scene in the game. Cosmos's crucifixion, badass. This is a character from King of Fighters that came later on called Ash, which I fell in love because he's so fucking gay. So fucking gay. Let's look at him. Let's appreciate him a little bit. Cough, Ash. Look at this bitch. He is so precious. He's my son. He's my child. Like, God bless. Isn't it funny that society can be a bitch? Meanwhile, video games were representing so hard since so long ago. They've been doing that. Look at him. He's such a fucking queen. Look at that body language. Like, he's gay. He's badass. Get mad, bitch. Die mad. Iconic. I love him. Yeah. So yeah, I looked up to him a lot. I always identified with these sort of characters. Powerpuff Chicks. There's that. Who never tried to imagine the Powerpuff Girls all grown up? Oh my god. Sure. Fucking RPG ass looking character. A lot of that. This is actually a Friends OC. Really proud of this drawing. I was really proud of it. I always thought it was very it was a very nice recreation of his character, his OC. This is a Utena inspired drawing from Kingdom Hearts. I don't know why. I guess just my little gay head going on about the ship. Because everyone knows that Sora and Rico are totally crazy about each other and whatever. I don't know. I was listening to too much Evanescence when I drew this. These are characters from Star Ocean, another RPG franchise, which I love. And this is a bad bitch from Star Ocean 2. It's a bad bitch from Star Ocean 3. I love them. They were both favorites from the game, which I always had in my party. I always love a badass bitch. Oh my god. They are so fucking like queens. I don't even remember their sorry. I don't even remember their names either, but I know I love them. Okay? Shut up. More OCs. I'm a fucking OC machine. Like, I just want to draw character concepts. It's just so fun. I never use them again. I guess she is that. Look, huh? Interesting, Kagura. Cause let's go back a little bit here. Wait. Remember how I said I should reuse this? Huh. There's something going on here. Time to bring this girl back. I think. But yeah. I think they were like a couple of assassins as well. Mercenaries. Okay, this is Anubis in a sort of like sci-fi um, future universe, alternate universe, pretty tacky. This is, I guess, my first comic page of when like Anubis goes to visit Chris at his home. Look at the placements of these panels. Atrocious. Um, Etna from Disgaea. Um, I fell in love with the franchise very soon. This is we only had the first one, but it was so badass. The tactics didn't have many tactic RPGs that stepped so far from the box as Disgaea did, um, and it was like so comedy inspired too. So yeah, it was a big hit for me, and I loved Etna. She was such an iconic character. Um, RPG OCs Natasha. It's a cat girl. Gotta have a cat girl OC. She was a monk. Could kick her fucking ass any day. Look how good this is, though. I used to draw this shit when I was at school, and when you're at school, you have so much time because, you know, I wasn't studying, I wasn't paying attention to class, bitch, I was drawing. And when, like, it was pretty much my job. I think I spent more time drawing back then than I do today because I have you just have so many things to take care of. Besides just like going to school and sitting your ass 5 hours a day. But yeah, I'm quite impressed with the quality. Like this is really good. This is really good. Um, this is not so much when it gets digital. Oh my god. Um, but yeah, Yuna, Riku, and Pain from Final Fantasy X-2. Uh, helldiary.blogger.com. Oh my god. Okay, now I gotta see if this exists. What the fuck? Aww. Right? Yeah, it's gone. Well, too bad. Um, this is the first official cover for the first volume of this fanzine I made. My first comic, fucking like me being fun servicing myself with Anubis, being a sad pervert with no boyfriend, just putting my fantasies on paper. Okay, back to the RPG characters. Hugo, clearly inspired by Tarutaru from Final Fantasy XI at the time. The fairy, Freya, um, clearly inspired by Freya from Valkyrie Profile. Her body posture was very similar. Chris, the princess. Chris, this incarnation is a gunner. I was really into making these sort of like faces with soft lighting that I learned from like a visual novel, which I really wish I could remember because it had really sweet illustrations and it really influenced how I drew faces at the time. I drew a lot of faces like this because of that visual novel, because of that artist's style, and I wish I remembered so I could see how that artist developed. And Anubis Being a big ol' mercenary. Another version of Chris. Is this the same outfit? Oh, see? So this came before this. This is kind of like an improved version of this concept. Vincent, the androgynous vampire. This is just a ripoff from Alucard. It's not even trying. Hugo. Oh yeah, Hugo used to be like the girly healer. The subtitles, man. Hell, I was not. I mean, what's changed? Look at my look at epic loads. Look at the characters' names. I still love a fucking obvious clueless title. But yeah, the Hugo eventually became a Tarotaro. He was a boy, and then he became a Tarotaro. Fucking light, dark, angel, demon metaphor, cause weeaboo, fucking the lens flare, man. More Etna. Oh my god. Okay, so this one right here is written, the man of my dreams. This is actually a man that I dreamed about once. He was my husband, and it was a very vivid dream. And when when I woke up, I kind of drew him out. And like he's still hot, although he looks kind of youngish. But I'm okay. I'm still young too. I mean, but yeah. What's up with me and turtlenecks though? I love a man in a turtleneck apparently. Foreskin metaphor. I mean, what? This probably is not in the right folder too. It's like some lopsided-eyed Sora I drew. There is a light within every heart. God. Kingdom Hearts, such a strong influence too in my life. This is an OC dressed as a Final Fantasy X-2 thief. This is actually the outfit that Riku wears, I think, if she's a thief. Or Yuna, maybe? Maybe it's Yuna. But anyway, it's totally ripped off from Final Fantasy X-2. Some elemental trip. Always loved elements. This is Chris as a persona. In Persona 2, there's this feline persona that wears this very dapper looking outfit, which I think it's really cool. And I kind of drew Chris wearing the outfit. I was such a JRPG kid. Like, everything is JRPG inspired. Here's Karen, again, living on. Samantha. Okay, this is me trying to, like, go realistic with my drawings. How can I zoom in, please? Zoom in, please. I can't. Fuck. But yeah, what a fucking, like, try hard bitch. She has like 1,000 hairpins inspired from Final Fantasy X, like Lulu, and the braids are super Lulu. But then she has like heterochromia, which is totally Yuna, and always loved giving my bad bitches a little pimple. So the over details on everything, it's so great. That's the girl. Oh my god. She is one bad bitch. Yeah. She's the braids girl. More Edna. Boy, I really liked Edna, huh? There's a lot of Edna. Why did I like her so much? She totally died on me. Never again. What was it about Edna? Well, we're gonna find out because guess what? Disgaea 1 is being re-released really soon, and I'm gonna play that shit. And we're gonna rediscover why Edna is such a queen. And I guess that's it for this folder? Wait. Are we done? We're done! Woo!